You don't know what it means. Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafran. You have not seen anything yet. I was kidnapped. I was beaten. I was spat at. My clothes were ripped from my body. Women urinated and poured it on me because of Biafra, so that they may humiliate me to such a point that I will not talk about Biafra anymore. They videoed me. Masop has a video of me where they were beating me, dragging me on the floor, tearing my clothes because I spoke the truth. That did not stop me from talking about Biafra. It did not stop me from taking Radio Biafra to Enugu. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Nnewi. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Onitsha, from Owerri, from Aba, from Port Harcourt. I am resolute. I don't retreat.
Thank you so
Never.
much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting from. If you are joining me from Africa, from Asia, from Europe, from America, wherever you are connecting me from, I really appreciate you. And I thank you very much for your contributions on my channel. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much. For those who have already subscribed, I see your messages and I read your messages one after the other from time to time. I really appreciate your contributions. I learn a lot from your messages. I learn a lot from everything you are putting down on the comment section, and I really do appreciate you. Please kindly share the video with your friends. Share the video with your relatives. Share the video in any platform where you belong, where you think that people have to hear our voice. Share the video. Give a thumbs up after watching. It's a sign that you understand what I'm saying and you are in line with what you're saying. If you have any argument, put it down on the comment section. It's all welcome. Thank you so much. And remember, each time when I come here, I talk about the situation of the contraption called Nigeria. What is going on in that contraption, the situation and the way out. That is what we are looking for. Nobody has a single solution. That is why we have to put our heads together and add our own opinion. More especially speaking the truth about the situation. That is why we have to take charge of the media. Thank God for the social media and thank God for the knowledge that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has impacted to so many of us who have learned a lot from him, and today we are speaking and standing tall. We are not allowing people to take our story. We tell our story the way it is, the truth and nothing but the truth. We are not trying to be politically correct. We say it the way it is. The actual situation of that very contraption called Nigeria, what is going on, the intimidation on the life of the indigenous people of that very country, the plan to take away the land from the indigenous people of that very country and give into the foreigners who are the Fulani Janjaweed. There is no way you can say it better. The Fulani Janjaweeds are not Nigerians. These people are invaders from outside the country. They came into the country to occupy the land by force. They are forcing us to either give away our land or give our life. And even the government is in collusion with them, supporting them by every means possible, trying to take away land from the indigenous people and give to these Fulani Janjaweeds. That is why we say no. We say no to that, and we bring the topic and bring the issue on the public that people should know the actual situation of things. The government, each time they talk about it, they play the situation down. Sometimes they make the victims the oppressor. That is why we have to add our own voice. You can equally use your own platform to speak up. Say it the way it is. No matter how small, no matter how big your platform is, say it. If you don't have a platform, share the videos. These are the way we can get information out there. We are doing a lot on social media. The social media is really helping, more especially those who are fighting for freedom in that very contraption called Nigeria. Every single indigenous tribe that is looking for freedom and looking for safety, the social media have helped us a lot. That is why we cannot be silent. That is why we cannot allow them to take away our voice by taking away the social media. They are trying every means possible to take away the social media. Who are those fighting against the social media? Have you ever asked yourself? Who are those campaigning and asking that social media should be brought down? You'll be surprised the kind of people you will see supporting the social media. Even your GOs, your pastors in your church, your GOs are supporting the blocking of the social media, the taking down of the social media. Why? Because this is the medium where people speak their opinion. These are the only places where people go to call them out, call them to order. This is the only place where those GO who felt untouchable, who feel like gods, this is the only platform where people use to talk to them directly. And unfortunately, they are seeing the messages and they are hearing it. They are hearing that they see the message and it's cutting them down. They are not happy about it. That is why you see most of them supporting the shutting down of the social media. When you see them speak, you'll be imagining what kind of people are these. These are people who are supposed to promote free speech. These are people who are supposed to have a listening ear to this review. Social media is supposed to be a place they have to go, hear the opinion of the people, and change their evil act. Instead of listening to this very angle and changing their evil act, they are planning by every means possible to make sure they shut down the social media. Which group again? The another group that they are trying to bring down the social media are those of them who are the politicians, political elite. Those who call themselves fathers, those who call themselves elites or whatever they call themselves. Politicians from all look and corners. All those people who you see them, they call themselves as elders. They are the people who are fighting to shut down the social media so that people cannot talk to them. Because it is only in social media that people come and call them out. People come to social media and expose all their lies. When they come from year to year, they come during their election, they come during their campaign and lie and lie and lie. Each time after lying, they think we have forgotten. It is only on social media we come to remind them of their lies. Each lie they have told, we come back to social media to tell them about the lie and remind them that they said this before and now this is what is happening. They are not happy about it. That is why they are fighting from all angles to make sure they shut down the social media. But we cannot allow them. We cannot allow them to change the narrative, and we cannot allow them to shut us down. We will continue to expose them on social media, expose them as much as we can. We cannot leave them to go free. We cannot leave them to go free. They have taken over their conventional media. We leave it for them. But on social media, we are in charge. We say it the way it is, expose them. Each time they come and are labeled social media where you get lies and also whatnot. The place you get the greatest lies on earth are in the conventional media. It is only in conventional media that they use their political correctness to twist something that is twist lies to be true. They support evil, they support terrorism, they support all manner of evil on their conventional media. It's only on conventional media you will see them trying to change the narrative at all times, making those who are victims the oppressors. And meanwhile, they victimize people. Instead of standing for the people and speaking their voice, they paint a different picture of the situation of things. You can see the insecurity in Nigeria, the insecurity that is staring at your face and everybody see. Instead of them accepting the obvious truth, they will come to the social media, they will go to their conventional media. When they get to the conventional media, they will try to play it down. They play it down and tell you that it's all well. Several kinds of abduction and killings of all manners happening in that country called Nigeria, but in their media you never hear about it. You will never see it. They play it down. But where we are in charge, where we speak our voice on the social media, they are trying to bring it down and shut it down. And we said no. We said no to that. The only people that are supporting the social media are those who are genuine. But those evil men, you call them elders. Evil GOs, you call them pastors. All those people who are supporting evil in all corners, traditional rulers, they are the ones supporting the shutting down of the social media. Not just the government, not just Muhammad Buhari. Muhammad Buhari and people like him, they are everywhere. They are in the churches, they are in the mosque, they are in the traditional leadership. They are everywhere. People of like manner with Buhari, they are fighting tooth and nail to make sure that social media is being shut down, so that we cannot be able to expose their lies, so that people cannot be seeing their lies, but they can never succeed. Just of recent, I saw Obasanjo coming online to talk about social media issue, coming to ask us that somebody came to social media and was telling us that Buhari is dead. That how can Buhari be dead and he is not aware, and they're not aware. There are so many things happening in that contraption that you people are not aware. Even the Buhari you are protecting, there are so many things that happens in that very country. The whole world sees it and Buhari says he's not aware. You yourself, they call yourself Obasanjo, have denied a lot of truth. There are a lot of truth you never speak. You are hiding. Each time a truth, there are so many truths that you have hidden. You never tell the people the truth. In so many cases that cannot be mentioned. Go and make research. You see several places where this very Obasanjo have lied on several occasions to cover evil. To cover evil. It was this same Obasanjo that told us about the unknown soldier that killed Fela's mother. The death of last mother was caused by Obasanjo, and Obasanjo denied that he doesn't know the soldier that he called it unknown soldier. How can you be a president or whatever, you say you don't know a soldier that came to kill an innocent woman in her house? And you're telling me how can this happen and you not know? There are so many other things that have happened that you claim not to know. Will you tell me that you do not know that before you go and bring Buhari to come and run for election, that Buhari is not clueless? Didn't you know that Buhari is not capable? Didn't you know that Buhari has nothing to offer Nigeria before you brought Buhari to impose on Nigerians? Now you come to claim that how can something happen? The same way you took Buhari, knowing fully well that he's not capable, and imposed on Nigeria, that's the same way you knew that Buhari is dead, then you are covering it. It is as simple as that. Thank God the world is hearing. People are even calling you to ask you about it. Thank God you admit that people are calling you all over the world to ask you if what people are saying is true or lie. Because they are seeing between the lines. Somebody cannot just call you and ask you about if what is happening, he is not seeing a resemblance or if something that looks real in it. You tell us, how can somebody say that? How can somebody say that Buhari is dead? How can Buhari die and you not know? A lot of things happen in that country that all of you claim not to know. All of you that claim to be elites, all of you are the seat of power, who have been ex-president or whatever, regardless the tribe they are, regardless their religion, regardless their tribe, that are in that very contraption called Nigeria, all the politicians. There are so many things that have happened that they have always denied. They don't want to accept it. They never accept knowing it. We know them to be liars. That nobody can judge the truth based on what you, Obasanjo, says or what any politician says in Nigeria. You want to come and tell us that Buhari is dead. He is dead. He is not alive. The person there is not Buhari. And if you think he's Buhari, you prove otherwise, go and prove it. The only way you can prove it is bring him forward so that the masses will touch his faith and peel it. Give him a DNA test. Let us know if it is Buhari. That is the way to prove it. It is not by telling us who believes what you say. Who do you think will believe you? When we know that you are the greatest liar and one of those who have impoverished that very country called Nigeria. And here are you telling us how do it. Listen to what he said. Listen to the video. Listen to it from beginning to end and see what he has to say about it.
Somebody came to me, very high up, very high up, very, very high up, and said, tell me, these talk about Buhari not being Buhari. I said, do you believe this? He said, well, it's in the social media. I said, Buhari will die, and we will not know that Buhari has died. And they will bring out somebody from Sudan to be Buhari. It's ridiculous to extreme. But you have it in the social media, and you have people believing it. You have people believing it. Social media has become, it's good, but it can be abused and misused. We have to also train and teach our youth, our children, about the danger of the social media, the dangers of the social media.
After listening to this Obasanjo, you think this is somebody who is looking for your own good. He is not looking for any of your good. He's not looking for any good. He's not even ready to make amends for the pain he has caused the indigenous people of Nigeria. He is not even ready to make amends. He has stolen a lot from people, from his great-grandchildren. He has taken a lot from our unborn children. Somebody that has few years to live. And yet, he is not repentant about his attitude. He doesn't want to repent and he doesn't want to put things right. He is still calling on a one Nigeria that was built on the blood of the Biafrans, which he himself participated on. A genocide that he participated on. He is still calling on that very Biafra. We should come and follow him and talk about the issue of one Nigeria. May God have mercy on you. May God have mercy on you. It doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter what you say. Nobody believes what the trash you're saying. Nobody believes you. All of you politicians, only few people that can be able to be bold to speak truth are still speaking the truth. There are few of them. It doesn't matter where they come from. They might not even be very sincere when it comes to some aspect. But when you say something that looks reasonable, we applaud you and we recognize what you say. I will share with you a video of the response of Sheikh Husani from Kaduna State about the social media issue. Listen to what Sheikh Husani has to say.
It's a shame and disgraceful that the very political class that are in power today use the social media to criticize and oppose the previous administration. Today they are turning against it. When people get into power, they change. I use Twitter, I use Instagram, I use Facebook, and I cannot imagine myself not using those things here. One day you're going to be out of power. Those freedoms, those rights will be your only shield when you're out of power. The insecurity faced by the southeast and southwest is a fraction of what we face in the northern part of Nigeria. The killings in Zamfara alone is more than the whole killings in the southern part of Nigeria. The bandits are motivated by money. They have no political or theocratic or ideological agenda. People are bound to revolt against injustice in a different way. Some by fighting the government, and some by feeling that fighting the government is hopeless and we should break the country. The Southwest agitation is baseless as far as I'm concerned. The Southwest have no serious reason for threatening secession. In order to address the problems of secession, you just don't use force. You use justice, you use equity, and you use fairness. The North too is marginalized in a number of fields. 99% of Nigeria's bank is owned by people from the South. The oil companies, the chunk percentage of it is owned by people from southern part of Nigeria. Any person who doesn't want restructuring simply want this country to break up. Restructuring was used to win 2015 election. Restructuring was also used to win 2019 election by the ruling party. Let us not waste our time. The president is not a fan, is not a supporter of restructuring. 2023 is already around the corner. The way forward is to have a new leadership in this country. And we should also consider those parts of the country that have not been able to produce leadership in this country.
Well, after hearing the opinion of Sheikh Hussain, you can see he has a different opinion. And he has a point. He made a very clear point which is acceptable by all, which is the normal thing that every human being that has conscience should follow and say the same. But the politicians, other politicians would never say that. Sheikh Hussain, as we all know, most of the time says it the way it is. It doesn't matter, he might be from the north, it doesn't matter whatever area he's come from. Although we know there are certain areas also where he also will always pretend to be saying the truth, meanwhile he's doing a different thing behind. But when you say something openly, we judge you based on what you're saying openly. Based on what Sheikh Hussain had just said now, we can applaud him for that. That is the situation. When you talk about people who are rotten, they are everywhere. These criminals, these criminal politicians, they are even in the southeastern part of Nigeria. They are Igbos, they are Yorubas, they are Hausas. They are Fulanis mainly. They are everywhere. Politicians. Lying from all corners of your mouth. Protecting their personal interest. Recently, I saw a message that I saw a write-up that the man I used to pray for before, what do you call him, Samuel Otto, that we used to pray for and talk good about, finally had now succumbed, and he's now planning to give Fulanis Benue State. That is it. They have subdued Samuel Otto. Samuel Otto have accepted to give them Benue State. I don't know if it is true or lie, but I hope it's not true. I just hope it's not true. But whatever comes out online, before you know it, you will see it becomes reality. A land he was saying that he now has a land to give them for ranching. That he's ready to give them, if they are ready to ranch, that he will give them a land to build their ranching. You want to give them a land to build their ranching? Well, let's watch and see what happens in time to come. Speak up wherever you are. These people don't mean well for you and I. It doesn't matter the tribe they are. It doesn't matter the language they speak. Every politician in that very country called Nigeria do not mean well for you. And they are fighting for their selfish interest, not for you. Know that if you don't know that. Thank you so much for watching wherever you are watching from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you be notified each time I upload a video. Thank you and remember, see you again on the next video. Bye bye.